All right, guys. Very good morning, very good evening. Welcome to Wismo Technologies. This is Mallikarjun here. Here I'm with a quick demonstration of the issue what we faced in our regular classes. So we were demonstrating today about the switchover activity. Again, if you are not aware what is switchover activity, it's basically one of the DR drill activity we call it as. Any organization has to do once in a year or twice in a year. Basically, we're going to convert a role of a production database and standby database. If you have a prod and standby database setup, where you're going to change the role of each of those databases. Production database, you can make it as a standby, and standby database, you can make it as a prod, so that you can run some application queries and then make sure that your switchover activity or the DR drill is looks good and your standby database is able to handle the production load. So in case of real disaster happens, so you're going to continue to run your business with the help of your standby database. That's the motto or idea behind that switchover activity, what we do it on a real-time industry basis. It's a one-time activity or twice in a year. Any organization has to do this switchover activity. Right. In this case here, one of my lab today, we have this a prod server where Oracle Lab 1 localdomain.com where DevDB was running, which is a prod database. Let's assume it's a prod database, and we are built a DR database on Oracle Lab 3, which is a DRDB. So for this DevDB, this the DRDB is a standby database. For the live demonstration, we have built this one. And the issue was when we were trying to perform the switchover, the very first command, this is the 12C new feature, switchover verify command. We ran that switchover verify command, and that switchover verify command failed. The issue is like this: Dataguard switchover failing with error message switchover verify warning. No standby redo logs configured. Standby redo log files are recommended to configure for a physical standby database. So this is the error message what we got in the alert log, and the cause for this one, there were no standby redo logs were created on the standby database. The fix for that one, we had to create a standby redo log and then perform your switchover verify command, and that will be successfully completed. So the logs looks like this. I have connected to my Oracle Lab 1, a production database, which is a DevDB database. So I ran this alter database switchover to DRDB verify and command altered, and it has succeeded with warning. Check the alert log for more details. So we went with a dev database alert log. Let's say dev database meaning it's a production database. Just assume that one. So when we did a tail of that alert log, it says switchover verify warning, no standby logs configured. So what I did, ideally we had to create these standby read logs on the standby database side, not on the primer side. But what I did, I created a standby read log on both primer side and the standby side. The moment you do switchover, your primary will act as a standby, and then that time these standby read logs will be very, very important. So to handle this future switchover and failover activities. So it's better to create these standby logs on both primary side and standby side. But the underlying factor, these standby logs are very useful only in the DR side or the standby database side, not useful on the production database. But when you convert production database as a standby database, that time these standby logs will play important role in the production setup, production database side. So what I did, I connected to primary database again here, SQL plus SHDBA. So I went ahead and then added this standby log. Alter database add standby log file, the thread one, because it's only standalone, a single instance, not a RAC database. If it's a RAC, we're going to add that thread one, thread two. But it's a standalone single instance. I'll add only thread one. So I'll go with the group four. Group one, two, three are my actual online redo logs on the production side. I'm going to go and then add with the group four, group five, group six, and group seven of four standby logs. Alter database add standby log file, thread one, group four, and standby log one, standby log two. It's a multiplex redo log, a duplicate copy of same redo log file. In case of one redo log file lost, we have another copy of the same redo log file. That's a use case of multiplexing of redo logs. Size is 200 MB. So here add standby log file is a main keyword while adding these standby redo logs. So I have added four standby redo logs with a 200 MB each, and both of those four standby redo logs will be formed with a group 4, 5, 6, 7, and each group has a two redo logs. It's a multiplex redo logs. Right after that, I have verified actual primary redo logs. So we have this group 1, group 2, group 3, and each of those groups have two redo logs. Again, that's a multiplex redo logs. These are my actual primary active redo logs for the primary database. And then we have to query this select star from vdollar standby log to see your standby redo logs. So if you see, these are my standby redo logs, which are unassigned. Group 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the four standby redo log group what we assigned, and each of them are, you know, not used. So, and then we connect it to standby. This is our actual fix. We have to create this standby redo log on the standby side. So why we added on the primary side? Whenever you switch over, your primary become new standby. That time these standby redo logs are very important there. Rather than adding this standby redo log later part of the course, so we added it in advance on the primary side. Now the actual fix is here. I'm gonna connect it to my standby database, Oracle Lab 3 here, and then I verified my standby read logs. No read log files were there. Because of that, the switchover command was failed here. So alter database switchover DIDB verify, which is succeeded with warning in the alert log. It says no standby read logs. So that you can clearly see in the standby side here. Select star from without a standby log. No standby read logs are selected. So then I had to cancel the MRP, which are MRP. When your MRP is running, when you try to add the standard log, it will not going to allow. You're going to say that flashback is on and you have to stop that and then add the standard log. So I have canceled my MRP. I went ahead with adding the same four groups, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7 with the two read logs each, multiplex copies with the 200 MB in size. Again, same command, alter database add standby log file, thread 1, group 4, and it will be having the two read logs. That's a multiplex read logs, size 200 MB. So 1, 2, 3, 4, four standby logs are added. You can again query using this. Again, after that, you can start your MRP process because your DR has to be in continuous sync with your prod. So whatever the MRP process we stopped here, alter database, recover, manage, standby database, cancel. That's gonna stop the MRP process. After adding the standby logs, you can run the same alter database, recover, manage, standby database, disconnect from session. So that's gonna start the MRP back. Again, you can verify those standby log, whatever you added, select star from VDL standby log. So you can see group 4, 5, 6, 7, all those four standby logs are added here. And after that, we run the reran the switchover command. The switchover command is successfully completed. Alter database switchover DRDB verify. That's a DR database name verify. Altered successfully. Database altered. So without any warnings or errors, that meaning we are good to proceed with the switchover activity. So this is one of the a 12c new feature, this verify command, alter database switchover to DRDB verify. This was introduced in a 12c, which made our DBA life so easy. So we no need to do a lot of manual checks. Like, if we don't have this command, what could have been happened? So we could have been manually going to primary, check the standby logs, going to primary, check the standby logs, and make sure that both primary and standby are in sync, and both the primary and standby have a valid password file. My password file is sys password is working fine for both, and both of my TNS and listeners are working fine. So a lot of manual checks we used to do it if we don't have this verify command. So in 12c, Oracle came up with this verify command. That verify command will do all of this. So your DR and primary in sync status, the standby read logs, and so many other checks internally it's going to do, and it's going to give a green signal to proceed further with the switchover activities. All right, that's a quick demo or the quick detail about the issue, error message, cause and fix with respect to this switchover activity and what error we got it in a recent time. All right, so with this, I'm going to wrap it up for today. We're going to continue with the tomorrow session with the further more details. Thank you.